Hey guys, it's Nate from Sprite Lovers. I'm just here by myself. Megan's not home right now, but we're gonna kind of do a couple update videos like this from time to time when we don't have actual videos to put up, just whether it's time or circumstances. We haven't had a video since our February pickups video because we had some unfortunate family circumstances that came up that had to come first. So video filming and editing has been put on the back burner, but we have been getting some games here and there for March and April, so there's going to be 2 pickup videos coming up, so you'll stay tuned, you'll see those. Other than that, we have a couple other ideas for videos, a crossover video with our buddy Oleg, Mr. Syntastic on YouTube. We have a couple road trips planned for the year. We're going to Too Many Games convention again this year. So there's going to be some stuff like that down the pipeline. And another digital roundup where we talk about digital games we've been playing. So we have a couple of those we want to talk about. So that's kind of on the horizon. Let's see, we had, this week we had a vacation, but it was kind of like a staycation, but we did get out a couple days this week. One of the times we went to Albany and visited our friend Oleg and checked out some game stores with him and the Lake brothers, who have been in a previous Sprite Lovers video as well when we went out there, or I went out there. So we went to a couple stores there, went to Forgotten Freshness, of course. Once again, Frank hooked us up with some great stuff. It was really cool when we went there. He just purchased a near complete NES system for a really good price, and or not system, but collection. So we went in the back room there that he has, and there was just tons of stuff. Unbelievable, the kinds of things. There was boxed, loose, some were sealed, and there was high-end and low-end. There was just so many games. It didn't have Little Samson or a couple other big ones, but it did have, like, Panic Restaurant was one of them. So a couple of those high-end ones in there, and then there was just so many other great things he had gotten. So we looked through, we picked through, didn't have too much money to spend ourselves, so we kind of stayed away from that stuff, but it was just really cool to see it in person. It was like, you know, something you'd see in a Game Chasers video when they find the mother lode. So definitely was cool to see Frank get that. We went to a couple Pastime Legends stores, which are always fun to check out, and got a couple things there, which you'll see in all of our pickup videos. So when we do the April pickup video, you'll see the stuff we got on this road trip. We were going to film. We have some footage, but not enough to put a video together, and plus time and everything. I just figured we'll throw it into the pickup video, and you might see some footage here or there. So we did that. Today, Megan and I drove down to Binghamton, New York, and went to a store called Sound Go Round, which is it's kind of like a record store in like appearance, but it has records and music and everything, and then it also has DVDs, Blu-rays, comics, and some toys, and then it has a really big video game section. And I feel like I like that store a lot better. Megan and I both like that store a lot better than some other people we've heard who have gone down there. They're like, yeah, it's okay, but I feel that it's great. It doesn't have the high-end stuff. They might have had a Panzer Dragoon Saga disc only come through a couple times and stuff, but they don't have. You're not going to go there and see the $200 plus games in their glass cases, but they have, you know, a lot of the $30 to $100, $120 games, you know, there. So there is still some collectible games, and they just have a lot of stuff that no other stores have. So I've been able to get some uncommon stuff, and I'll show some of those in our future pickup videos. So Megan and I have been happy, and it's a cool store. I think it's really neat. It's kind of like a store we have called Sound Garden in Syracuse, which is mostly a record store, but it has a lot of movies and stuff too. But very cool. It has a really robust and wide video game selection there. So we like to go down there. We actually went down there a couple weeks back, and we had to go back because there was 2 that we didn't get, and we regretted it. So we went back today. So that was fun. Other than that, besides the pickup videos you'll see, how about that Star Wars trailer, huh? I mean, that was something else. The first teaser that came out, Megan and I were like, oh, that's cool. It looks like it's a step in the right direction, but it was definitely a teaser. Didn't really show too much. It could go either way. The original trailer, or the launch teaser for Episode 1 looked fantastic, and that movie is awful. So, super stoked. The ending, if you haven't seen it yet, I'm not going to spoil it, but the ending of that trailer, just Megan and I were in a throughway rest stop on the way home from Albany visiting Oleg, and when I saw that it was online, we watched it there, and we were like jaws agape in the throughway rest stop, standing in the middle where everybody's walking around, and as soon as the end scene happened, we were just like, oh! So, really stoked. It's good to see. It really looks and feels like Star Wars, how Star Wars proper should feel. There's a lot of spin-offs and stuff that can do their own thing, like the Clone Wars show and stuff, but for the Star Wars movies, I feel like the prequels, despite all their faults, that one of the main problems was they just didn't feel very Star Wars a lot of times. They kind of changed what Star Wars was and almost like soured Star Wars as a whole to me for a long time, because I'm like, that's not where I want Star Wars to go. But this new trailer, even if the movie isn't up to par as the old ones, it feels like the old ones. It feels like it's going to be a proper new Star Wars trilogy. So I'm really excited. And then Amiibos, we've been on the lookout for the new ones coming out. End of April, I believe, or is it May? Yeah, it's end of May. And we were very lucky to get some pre-orders in for some of the next wave, and we'll show you those when they come in. But with the way it's been getting lately with these Amiibos, Megan and I are pulling our hair out, because in the beginning we were like, it'd be kind of cool to collect all these. They're really nice figures, and they're not as expensive as like the Figma figures, even though we get a couple of those from time to time. If there was that many Figma figures of all the characters from Smash Brothers and beyond, we wouldn't be able to afford that. Or our hobby would have to change to solely action figures, which that's not what we like to collect. We like to collect games. But they're really cool. They make great display pieces, and you've seen in past videos what we have so far. And unfortunately, they have some more store exclusives that we, so far, are lucky 2 out of 3 of them. But there's a third one we got to get. But we'll go over those more as the months go on. But those Amiibos, sometimes I wonder why we're even doing it. But you know what? We've gotten them all so far. So as hard as it was, we're very happy to have done that. So that's pretty much it. If you guys like this update, I hate the word vlog, but it's I kind of think maybe doing some vlogging stuff. We'll get some more content out regularly, even if it's just thoughts on things, what we're playing. And, it doesn't involve too much editing. We can just throw them up and you guys can interact with us, because we want to, we haven't talked to anybody who watches our videos in a while, except for Oleg and Sky, who've been in them and who we've been visiting and stuff. But we like talking with some of you guys that don't make videos on YouTube, who've just been kind enough to watch our videos and comment on Facebook and on these videos. So that's pretty much it. You'll see both of us in the next video, which will probably be a pickup video, and hopefully we'll have some more cool stuff to come. So if there's anywhere not too far from Syracuse, we don't mind traveling a couple hours, that we haven't covered in a past episode, and maybe reach out to us if we haven't been to. We'll definitely make a trip out and film and stuff, and check out some stores in your area. So let us know, and we will talk to you later. See ya.